And welcome to the game, everybody. Glad you've joined us. AA Baseball on the show coming your way. It's the San Antonio Missions taking on the Corpus Christi Hooks.
And now,
First pitch coming your way
your
next.
Corpus Christi Hooks.
About to get started here. Our starting pitcher in this one, Misael Tamarez. He's got 4 pitches to choose from on the mound, and we'll see how he mixes and matches as the game goes on. If he can get through the lineup the first time using just 2, maybe 3 of them, he'll have a better chance to work deep into this one and hold something back for later. All right, ready to go here.
Antonio,
leading off, Albert Fabian.
30, Albert Fabian.
And this one off and running. Here comes the 1-0.
No, that's a ball.
Just missed. On 3-0, most minor leaguers are taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone. And there's a strike.
3-1.
That one misses. It's a leadoff walk. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas.
Yes.
And the 0-1 now. Whether or not he agreed with the calls on those first 2 pitches, he has to focus now with an 0-2 count. Gotta protect the zone, even if it's a little larger than usual. And the pitch. Struck out looking. Fastball at the letters for strike 3. A lot of hitters will look out over the plate to the outer half with 2 strikes, and they're less able to react on a good fastball in. That might explain the batter taking strike 3 called here. Stepping in, Joshua Mears.
That's a ball.
Mears, patrolling center field, 24 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. High fly to center. Cole. 2 away now. And let's take a look at this lineup. Digging in for the Missions, Marcos Castaño.
Number 6, Marcos Castañon.
That's a slider for a strike.
0-1.
Fabian leading off first with 2 away. Out to center, Cole. And that's the end of the inning. They leave 1 runner on base. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. They're back here at the ballpark. And on the hill, Jason Blanchard. Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Jesus Bastidas.
Jesus Bastidas.
Ball one.
One and 0, and the pitch.
Strike.
Incredible late action on that
1-1.
slider. Took a sharp turn at the last second. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Drive along the left field line. Fair ball. And it gets by. Around first, hustling for two. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Not in time. He's safe. That ball was smoked down the line. He barreled it up out in front, and he had a triple on his mind as soon as it landed fair. Great hustle on that play. Luis Baez getting ready to hit. Runner at third with nobody out, and those outfielders will have to get their momentum going towards home if they want to keep that runner from scoring on a sac fly. Grounder up the middle. And now a jump throw on the money. Nice play. That's the kind of situational hitting you like to see at this level. Know the situation and come through with the RBI ground out.
Batting third,
And now at the plate, Luis Encarnacion.
Encarnacion.
Strike one. 0-1.
The 0-1. Puts this one in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that's a one-out single.
Batting fourth, the left fielder,
Zach Daniels will hit next. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. Now here's the 0-2. Fouled off at the plate. They'll do it again. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Cam Smith digs in now. Foul ball there.
Ball one.
This is a growth opportunity for a young pitcher. He thought it should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but he didn't get the call. And now he has to adjust to the ump's zone. Show your maturity here. You may get that call later on. DeVries. Play made. That ends the inning. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base. 1 inning in the books here. The Hooks lead it 1-0. Have you got problems with polecats? Are you fussing with ferrets? Do stoats have you stumped? Then you ought to call Ralph's Weasel Emporium, the experts for all your vermin needs. He's showing a lot of confidence in the changeup to start the AB with it and get the called strike.
No, that's a ball.
Next pitch, in for a strike. With the way he's operating up in the zone, these hitters need to adjust. They can't get outside their mechanics, though. Gotta stay on top of the ball and try to line it into the outfield. Dodges
Ball,
that
inside.
fastball. Certainly looks like the pitcher's trying to establish the inside part of the plate. These hitters will have to see that and adjust their approach. And a high fly out to center. It's carrying. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6, the designated
Cole
hitter.
Roederer, the next to hit.
Roederer.
Hey. That's the ball. One ball, one strike.
And now 1-2. Plenty of zip on that fastball. You can hear it sizzling, even from the press box. Looks sharp. Battling here, fouls it away. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one.
Batting 7.
So
the
up
third
next,
baseman,
Gendry Rojas.
Rojas.
And that one fouled off. Two outs, base is empty. Swing and a drive. This ball's carrying. On the warning track and hauls it in. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. Now to the bottom of inning number 2. Corpus Christi ahead in this game, 1-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the DH, Austin Deming.
Nope, that's high.
Swing and a miss, late cut there.
1-1.
He must have been sitting on something off speed. That one finds the zone. That pitcher should be thanking his lucky stars after hanging that changeup. He knows he got away with one. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired here in the second.
Batting seventh, the center fielder.
Zach Cole
Zach
now at the plate.
Cole.
Up.
Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Fastball in, then changeup away. That's textbook pitching, and he's showing good command in this AB. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Here's the 1-2 offering. Fights it off, we'll see another. And now the 1-2. This to third, and that's just foul. Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul ball. Struck out swinging. Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Base is empty with 2 out. The batter now, Chase Jaworski. Outfield pretty shallow here. Here's a grounder up the middle. Gloves it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Nice bit of 2-out hitting there on the infield single. He gets on base, keeps the inning alive, and now his teammates have a chance to build on it. Stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Brian Lavastida. On 0-1, the delivery. There's a strike. Looking at 2 straight pitches and now down 0-2, you're just hoping to make contact. Already in a big hole, and the pitcher clearly has the advantage. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. I'm sure he wants that pitch back. Jaworski leads off of first with 2 away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Oh, 0-2 now. Ground ball left side. Collects it. Slings to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We've played 2 innings. The Hook's out in front, 1-0. We're back here at the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno.
Yes. No ball. One strike.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball, right field. And there's one away.
Batting 9, the shortstop.
And
Number
now the
94.
shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. Grounder to first. Encarnacion. Flip to the pitcher covering. On that pitch, he didn't recognize the changeup early enough and just rolled over on it as a result.
Fabian.
Back to the top of the order here. Next to hit for the Missions, Albert Fabian. Reached on a walk the first time.
Strike! Woo!
Two outs and nobody aboard. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. They're set down in order. All set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Jesus Bastidas. There's a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Fastball for a strike.
0-2.
Down the line, base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. Got the hitter down 0-2, but then put that pitch right over the middle, and he collected the single because of it. Coming up to the dish for Corpus Christi, Luis Baez. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One gone, bottom of the third inning. That wasn't an overpowering fastball, just
first
low
baseman,
90s,
number
but he
4,
found a way to
Luis
get it by him, even in a hittable
Encarnacion.
location. More than one way to get a strikeout. Late swing fouled it off. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off left side. This one is labeled. It's got a chance. And it is gone. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they add on. It's 3-0. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, he didn't jump too early at a hanger over the middle. Instead, he stayed back and got every bit of it. Into center. It falls in, and that's a knock. So 1 on now with 1 away. I was just saying
Now
good things happen when you think
baseman.
up the middle, and that's a great example there.
Smith.
Even with softer contact, those can turn into hits. Now the third baseman, Cam Smith, grounded out to short the first time up.
Hey!
That one fouled hard the other way. Now here's the 0-2. Try to get him chasing on the changeup. That was really close around the knees, but he's handling it well on the mound. Just has to adjust his sights. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. The strikeout there, and there are 2 outs. And he must have been looking in some other location. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd go down looking on a fastball on the inner half. Man on at first, and now Austin Deming. 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time. Attacking the zone in this first inning, but the hitters haven't been fooled because too many strikes have leaked over the middle of the plate. He swings and fouls one off. Daniels leads off of first with 2 out. Fly ball out to left field, Fabian. And that'll wrap this inning up. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. So digging in, Ethan Salas. Swing and a foul straight back. The 0-1 offering.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Encarnacion takes it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth.
Now batting, the center fielder, Joshua Mears.
Joshua Mears will hit next. A laser into the outfield. Makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
The first baseman, number 6,
Marcos Castano digs in now.
Ball. 1-0.
And that's outside. Now 2-0. The Hooks leading by 3. Top half of the fourth.
Hey! 2-1.
Next pitch in for a strike. That slider just spun up in the zone. If it's in a hittable spot, it could go a long way. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Nice job out there as he gets them 1-2-3. We're midway through the fourth. The Hooks lead it 3-0. Welcome back. The Hooks at the dish in the bottom of the fourth. Cole, 24 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2022.
Whoa.
Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Great time to go to the slider. He was clearly sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. Just missing there. What a take with 2 strikes. And we're all even up. Hit hard on a line. Hauls it in. There's 1 away.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Digging in for the Hooks, Chase Jaworski reached on an infield single the first time. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Here's the 1-0 offering. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. 2 outs already in the home fourth.
Now batting, the catcher, Brian Lavastida.
Here's the catcher, Brian Lavastida. 0 for 1, grounded out the first time around.
Up.
That one pushed foul. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Good job to fight that one off. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Jason Blanchard will depart, and a decent effort in this spot start. Back with a new pitcher in just a minute.
Now pitching for
The
San
left-hander
Antonio.
on now, Omar Cruz.
Number 60.
Coming into a game trailing by a
Omar
small margin, and so his
Cruz.
job will be to keep it within reach for the offense. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. It's a 1-2-3 inning. They're back here at the ballpark. We're in the top half of the fifth. Now it's the right fielder, number 7. In the air, out to right. Going back pretty deep. Makes the catch for the out. Almost got the inning started with a bang on that fastball. I'm sure he wishes he could have put that over the wall. Next is the designated hitter, Cole Roederer. Caught looking the first time up. This lineup's doing the pitcher a favor swinging so early in there at bats. Might want to be a bit more patient, drive up that pitch count. The Missions, with a 0 in the hit column so far.
That's a ball.
Hard hit to right center. It gets down, a base hit. Hammered that one with a really nice all-around swing, and he hit it pretty deep before it fell in for the knock. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Here's the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. Hit on the ground to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. No throw, and they can't get the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno.
First and second, one away. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno. Outfield pretty shallow here. Fastball in for a strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now here's the 0-2. Goes down on strikes, and he knew he should have offered it that one. Now it's the shortstop, Leodalis DeVries. 0 for 1, grounded out to first the last time. Fly ball to right, and it's into the gap. Oh, what a catch he just made. Sensational play for the third out. A bit of a do or die there, lays out, makes the diving catch, and strands a couple of runners in the process. Bottom half of the fifth, and the Hook's batting. Could be extra bases. Around first and heading for second. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. He's put together a really excellent game with the bat. Sometimes you don't need to hit it all that hard. Just put it in play and hope it finds a hole like it did on that grounder. So a runner aboard, stepping to the plate for Corpus Christi, Luis Baez. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. On the ground to the right side, and that's foul. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. In the air, out towards right center. One down.
The first baseman, number 4, Luis Encarnacion.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Encarnacion. He's already gone yard in this game. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. One out with a runner at second. Chopped to third, and it goes just foul. The 1-1 offering fell back our way, and that's out of play. This one popped up in foul ground on the first base side. Makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Zach Daniels.
Zach Daniels getting ready to hit. 1 for 2. Right down the chute, 0-1. Runner at second with 2 down.
Ball 1.
Rolls away a little bit. And the 1-1. Swings through it. Textbook pitching. Slowed him down with the curve, then blew the fastball by him after he adjusted to the lower velo. Great work. And a swing and a miss. And that's the inning. 1 runner left aboard, but they lead in this one 3-0. We're set for the top of the 6th inning. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Albert Fabian. Here's a pop-up. Lavastida under it. And there's one down. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Ethan Salas. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. So they get a runner on with a 1-out single. Digging in for the missions, Joshua Mears.
No, that's a ball. 1-0.
Runner at first, one away. Fly to left. Cole. Out number 2. Marcos Castaño now at the plate.
6, Marcos Castañon.
Impressive efficiency on the mound in this game. The Missions trailing by 3. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Gets the slider in there for a strike. The slider has been great for him tonight, and he's got these hitters all twisted up with it. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that just misses. After some fastballs in this AB, the pitcher might be able to get him out in front with a changeup. Something to watch. And the slider just misses. That slider had some really good sweeping action, but just missed catching the zone. Right through there for the strikeout. That ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout frames out there now. Corpus Christi with the lead, 3-0. We're in the bottom of the sixth. Coming
for
up to the
Corpus
dish
Christi,
for Corpus
the
Christi,
third baseman,
Cam Smith.
Cam Smith.
Fouled off down the right side. The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss. That's a K. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Next up for the Hooks, Austin
the
Demme.
designated hitter, Austin Demme.
Oh,
1 out and the base is empty. Fouled off. He was late. One and one. Here's the pitch. Foul ball there. One and two. Here's the pitch. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. First the changeup, then the fastball. Doing well to throw off the hitter's timing. He might go to the high heat to try for the K. 1-2 pitch. That one is foul. We'll see another. Now the 1-2 pitch. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first. And that's an out.
The center fielder, number 6, Zach.
Base is empty with 2 out. Here's the center fielder, Zach Cole. Fly ball to left, down the line. And that is a foul ball. Foul ball there. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. And goes down on strikes. 3 up and 3 down, inning over. We're through 6 full innings. The Hooks on top here, 3-0. We're back here at the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the right fielder, number 7.
Campbell.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To first, and it just gets there in time. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cole Roederer.
So up next, Cole Roederer. Hard ground ball, base hit. Well, shows what I know right there. I keep preaching the up-the-middle approach, but it worked out to the pull side that time. Really hard contact, and you can get a lot of hits just by hitting the ball hard. Now the third baseman, Gendry Rojas. A swing and a miss.
no ball, 1 strike.
Roederer stands at first with 1 away. That one fouled off. After 2 straight changeups, it's not terribly likely that we'll get a third in a row here. Knocks a line drive single into right center. Round second headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. No fear with 2 strikes. Really could approach at the dish. Great job on the 0-2 count. Clearly recognized the pitch early out of the hand and gave it a strong, balanced cut. We'll see if they can build on this and capitalize on their momentum. Now it's the second baseman, Nerwillian Cedeno. That's in there. That's strike 1. The Missions with the tying run at the dish. Wallops this one out towards right center. It's got a chance, and it one-hops the wall. The run scores from second. It's 3-2. Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock. Now, a pivotal at bat in this ballgame. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, looks ready to make the move. Misael Tamares departs, leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute. So they turn things over to the righty, Miguel Ullola, trying to strand the runner at second.
Ullola.
Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Leodalis DeVries. Positively robbed of a base hit the last time up.
That's a ball.
And the tying run at second. Line drive for a base hit. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Albert Fabian will hit next. Swing, and that ball's smashed on a line. Makes the catch, inning over. But they played 3 to even it up. Time to stretch. All tied up at 3. Bottom of the 7th. Digging in for the hooks, Chase Jaworski.
Up.
And here's the 0-2. Looping curves are very tempting. Here's the 1-2 offering. Set down on strikes. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Pitcher and catcher obviously in sync right now, just rolling out there. So digging in, Brian Lavastida. And that one fouled off. All tied up. Here in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. Late swing, fouled off. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Rojas moving under it. And now 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman, Jesus
Bastidas, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with a single, a double, and a triple. He's just a homer away from the cycle. Skies it to right field. The right fielder settles under it. And that will retire the side. So they make short work of them there. 8th inning coming up next. All tied up at 3. On to the next inning, and here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. That one 95 miles an hour, but missed up top. And it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. AJ Bluebaugh, the closer of the staff, is throwing. Van Way warming up as well. One and 0. Here's the pitch. This one is labeled. Looks like extra bases. That one hops against the fence. In safely with a leadoff double, go-ahead runs in scoring position. all over that one. Great swing. Everything right on time. He squared it up really well. No surprise it turned into a double. This next at bat looms very large. So up next, Joshua Mears.
Ball.
Go ahead run in scoring position, nobody out. That's a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third, holding there with nobody out. I know I was preaching an up-the-middle approach, but that ball was hit right on the screws, and that leads to a lot of base knocks, no matter which direction you send it. Manager out of the dugout, time to make a change. Miguel Uyola won't go any further, and the line not closed yet, still responsible for the runners on base. Back with the new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
Logan Van Way on to pitch here.
Number 64, Logan Van Way.
Nobody out. Runners at the corners. Coming up to the dish for San Antonio, Marcos Castañon.
Ball.
Check swing. Did the bat break the plane?
One
Yes,
ball,
it's a
one
strike. Swing and a liner into right field. There to make the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in to score on the sac fly. They move into the lead in the eighth.
Jacob Campbell.
No justice in this game. None at all. He was all over that pitch, but might have been better off with a little blooper. Frustrating outcome, but a great swing. The right fielder, batting with one down, takes a strike. Challenge pitch right down Main Street, and he got the take, so he's ahead 0-1. Nice pitching. The 0-1. Fouled off. He was late. Oh-2, rocks and fires. Good eye
No,
there.
that's a
Wasn't
ball.
a strike, but the changeup away is well located here. He's gunning for that double play. Nice job by the hitter to take it. Fights the two-strike pitch off to the right. One-run game, one on and one out. Gets him looking. Two gone.
Now batting. Designated
And now,
hitter,
Cole Roederer.
Roederer.
Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Quickly in a two-strike count. We'll see how aggressive he is at the plate. Swing lifted to left field. And that's that. Bottom of the 8th. Digging in, Luis Baez. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball, no strike.
Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Hoping to put the tying run aboard. And there's the automatic take to make it 3-1. He swings and fouls one off. Here's the payoff pitch. And it's foul, and the at-bat keeps going. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got the strikeout. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th.
The first baseman,
and now the
number
first
4,
baseman, Luis Encarnacion. He's already homered in this ball game. Foul ball there. Oh, and 2, here's the pitch. Gets a piece, stays alive. Ooh, he missed a chance to do damage there. Home team down by 1. Here in the bottom half of the 8th. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Way out front for strike 3.
Now batting,
Zach
the left
Daniels
fielder.
digs in now. 1 for 3.
Daniels.
And it's a pop-up. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down that time. Through 8 full. The Mission's out in front, 4-3.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Blake Wyman. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches. Well, it's a one-run ball game. Now up, Gendry Rojas. Outfield pretty shallow here. That one's in there, and that is strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Jose Fleury preparing to come on if needed. Gomez getting loose as well. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. Nice job to knock that one back up the middle for a base hit. That's exactly the kind of approach you love to see at this level. Willian Cedeno getting ready to hit. Runner at first, nobody out. base hit right there. Lead runner holds up there at first and second with nobody out. Back-to-back singles, passing the baton. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. Digging in for the missions, Leodalis de Vries. Right through there for a strike. First and second here with nobody out. With a double play situation here, it's unusual that he's working up in the zone. Next pitch will probably be lower. Now here's the 0-2. Fly ball out to center. Cole on the way in. Makes the grab, one down.
Now batting, left fielder Albert Fabian.
Now the left fielder, Albert Fabian. Huge swing, and this one sails out of here to right field. Blasts one out to right. A 3-run home run, and they add to their lead. It's 7-3. It's never a bad thing adding some insurance runs, and that home run helped them do just that.
Ow! What are you crying for?
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, making a move for the bullpen. Blake Wyman, done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jose
Number
Fleury,
88.
being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Larry.
Next to hit for the missions, Ethan Salas.
Ball. Ball two.
Great job out of the pen spotting pitches down and away like that. Even if the batter gets the head of the bat there, it's hard for him to do much damage. Ground ball up the middle, through for a base hit. And he's put together quite a game at the plate. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. Man at first with one gone. Stepping to the plate now for San Antonio, Joshua Mears.
That's a ball.
I want you to go toe-to-toe with Bob Vila and crush him like a bug. Crush him like a bug. More coffee! Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah, crush him like a bug.
Ball.
Still just one out here in the inning.
Huh. 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one to right. Adds back. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Marcos Castanon.
Runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Marcos Castañón. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout.
Ball. 1-0.
Slides, but can't come up with it. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs.
Now batting. The
right fielder,
Jacob
0 for 4 so far.
Campbell.
He's flied out twice and also grounded out and struck out.
No, that's a ball.
Next pitch, in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike. I'm a bit surprised he didn't swing at that fastball. He might have gotten locked up. This pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
This one in the air, center field. They limit the damage here. But the big blow of the inning comes right here. A 3-run home run. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Cam Smith. Puts this one in the air down the line. Fabian drifts towards it. And there's 1 down. Well, he certainly wasn't willing to wait around. Just barely missed hitting that first pitch fastball out of here. He's 2 outs away. Now at the dish, Austin Deming. 0 for 3, a flyout, a ground out, and a strikeout. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. The 1-0 pitch. Fouled off down the right side. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Two one now. 1 down. Base is empty here in the 9th. Took a little too long on the mound, and the umpire rules it's an automatic ball. Here's the payoff pitch. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk.
The center fielder, number 6.
And now the center fielder, Zach Cole.
Cole.
With his speed coming out of the left-handed batter's box, it could be tough to turn two unless they get an especially hard ground ball. In there at the knees for a strike. With 2 straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Only 1 out remaining.
The batter, number 1.
So down to their final out of this one.
Yaforski.
Out on the mound, he's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, he's got good stuff, but you can't hit it. Now a flare off the bat, and it drops in. They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Brian Lavastida. He didn't start his windup before the pitch timer expired, and it's an automatic ball. Left-hander, the 1-0.
Strike! 1-1.
They're down to their final strike of the game.
1-2.
Nice execution in this AB with 2 on. Working the corners well, not putting the ball in a location where the batter can do real damage. And now the 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up. And again on 1 and 2. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that's the ball game. 7-3 is how this one ends. For our whole outstanding crew here at the show, I'm Ben Gelman. We'll see you soon.